Hey, what's up everyone, it's the RC Genius. Welcome to part 3 of my build series. This is going to be Thursday's video. I hope it's up normal time. Part 2 was up perfectly normal on Tuesday, but I hope this part goes up. I'm not filming this till about almost 8 o'clock on Wednesday night, so we'll see. But without talking too much about timing, today we're going to focus on setting up the steering. In part 2, if you haven't seen that, go check that out. And if you haven't seen part 1, make sure to check that out first. Basically, a quick overview. Part 1, we rebuilt this whole front end. We put the shocks, we put the front axles, we put the steering knuckles and the caster blocks and all that stuff. All that's ready. Part 2, we installed the rear shocks. We attached the front end to the rest of the chassis, and we also installed the steering servo right here. This part 3, we will be installing the turnbuckles for the steering. So we're going to connect the steering. We're not going to plug it in because I'm not. This part we're not going to be hooking up the receiver and the ESC, the speed control, but we will be hooking up steering, and maybe if we have time we can go on to maybe something else, but I don't know how much time we'll have after that. But let's go ahead and let's get started into this. You can see right here the servo horn right here. What I have is I already took the my servo, well I guess this is the servo horn, but I already took it out and it's already gonna fit right here. Just like that, it's already going to fit. So what we're going to just have to do is we're going to have to put these rod ends onto here, and then we're going to put the turnbuckles on and attach them to the steering knuckles, and hopefully all goes well. So I'm going to open up my turnbuckle bag here. These are brand new out of the package. Here we go, 2 brand new turnbuckles, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to screw the rod end right there, put one on one side and then put the other one on the other side. Now sometimes they're kind of hard to get started. That first one went on with quite a bit of ease. The second one already not cooperating, it appears, unless if the tread goes a different way, but I don't think it does. Does it? Yes, it does. Okay. Tread goes on a different way. Now you can see here that this is too long, so we're going to have to really shorten it down. And what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to hold it with my pliers on this side, so that way I can tighten this because I get to lose grip. Just like that. Also, if you're watching the build series for the first time, welcome to the series. Tell me what you think about it. I love to hear opinions on what people think. And also, I still need more votes for the color of the shock springs right there. Right now they're just at green, but I've gotten a couple of votes, but not enough to determine what color I should use. So please, in the comments, please, before you're done watching this video, or when you're done watching this video, please tell me what color I should use. I gotta get 2 more rod ends here. Got 1, 2. See right here, I've got to install this one. that even the right thing? Hang on. Yep, I think it's it. So we're just going to take the little ball here, and we're just going to push it in. There we go. And now it's in. Take our other rod end, and we're going to screw it on, and, or sorry, I just realized what I said. Our other turnbuckle, not our other rod end. I already had that. Alright, I think they might be giving me a little bit of trouble. Let me get this on, and then I'll be right back. I got it now, I think. Yes, I've got it now. I cannot believe how long it just took me to try and get that. For as much experience I have in the RC hobby, there's just some things that even the pros can't do. And unfortunately, my weakness is putting on rod ends. Alright, so I think that's sized pretty well. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to take my little 3mm screws, and I'm going to take this, slide the 3mm screw through. Let me just make sure I got that right. Yes, I do. I was looking at my other Traxxas vehicles, making sure that that's how they're supposed to go. Sometimes I just forget. Alright. I've got the nut on the other side. I'm going to try to keep this part a little bit shorter, because while you guys might enjoy, while you guys might enjoy me taking a lot of time here and watching this a long video from my channel, it takes a really long time to upload, and I just would rather try to keep my videos a little bit shorter. So I'm going to try to keep this one a little bit shorter. Probably not going to happen, but I want to put that out there that maybe it happens. And especially if you guys have seen my, let's see, if you go back deeper into the channel, I've got a trailing with the Traxxas Scully and a few videos from the track, and you can see my backyard is literally just the woods. My backyard is just the woods, and I have really bad Wi-Fi. I have really bad internet connection, so it takes a really long time to upload a video, especially when it's 20 minutes long like my other two parts were to this build series. It just takes a long time. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to keep my videos a little bit shorter. I don't have to, but I'd like to. Alright, there we go. I've attached that. I don't think I'm really, well, I might have to make them a little bit shorter, I think. Let's attach. How does this go back on? Alright. Maybe I should screw that on first. Put that. I really hope that this works. I might have to cut a little bit of plastic out of the way because already it looks like I might have, well, maybe not. know I shouldn't be doing this with the servo right now, but you see it's a little bit, it's kind of hard to see, but the bolts on the nuts on the other side here, they're sticking out a little bit. So, you know what I'm going to do to fix this? I'm going to put them on the other side. Hang on, I'll be back again. Alright, I got it. So what I did was I just swapped the side that the bolts were on. So I put the screws on from this side instead of this side. Now the servo I just checked, and it appears the servo will spin correctly. And it appears that should work. So I'm going to screw in this servo horn, my correction. There we go. Make sure one more time that this is going to work. Looks like it will, guys. This project is moving pretty well so far. I really hope it doesn't have to take a stop, but so far, knock on wood, it's working. This project is working. Okay, now what I'm going to have to do is I am going to have to tighten this rod end a little bit more to make it a little bit smaller so our sizing is right. It really hurts my fingers. Alright. Now, unfortunately, I do not have... I used all of my 3mm screws. I used all my 3mm screws and, well, no, I still have plenty of nuts. But I used all the screws, so I'm using a threaded screw to put inside of the steering knuckle. Just like that. I think that'll work. And then this one, yeah, this one's definitely going to have to... This one's going to have to come much shorter. I think. Yep. Alright. I think it's spinning, I hope. Yeah, I think it is. Is any better? Not really. We gotta go more. I have got to go more. I don't really want to unscrew that one, so do even more. Ah, man. Okay, comment down below. Am I the only one that has trouble with working on stuff like this? And I have really sweaty hands when I do this stuff, and my fingers slip so bad. Am I the only one to do this? I don't think I am. Let me know in the comments below who's with me on that one. Because it is pretty hard to get a grip on especially metal items like what's in the RC hobby. It's pretty hard to grip these things. I'm actually going to take the wrapper of the part that I had to use. I'm going to use that as a grip for my hand. And it's not doing the job. Okay, here's another way of doing this. Is which way do I have to turn it? I have to go righty tighty lefty loosey, so like this, I think. Don't know. I don't know if I'm doing that right. But I think actually, is that enough? Might have to do a little bit more, I think. Okay. I think I have to do a little bit more, but I'm going to quickly just secure. I'm just going to go ahead and screw this in anyway. I need a longer screw. There is one thing that I wish, which is that my a little tool chest that has all of my parts in it that I keep walking over to. I wish it were a little bit closer to the table. It actually used to be on the table. The smaller section used to be on the table, but that was before I was doing YouTube and needed this area to work on. So now I can't do that. Okay, I have the turnbuckles installed. You can see them right under there. But if you look at the two front axles, you see how they're curved out this way? They're curved like that. I'm going to have to fix that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the camera off quickly. I'm going to tighten the rod ends from this side that's attached to the servo. I'll come back once that's done, and probably will wrap up the video, and we'll just call this this part working on the steering. So hang on. Alright guys, that looks quite a bit better. I think I might do a little bit more adjustments towards the end of the build series because it'll probably look much different when there's actually tires and wheels on it. So we might have to make some minor adjustments to that. But I don't know for sure. But it looks pretty good right now, so I'm going to leave it. But there it is one more time. That's what we did today. We installed steering servo, steering knuckles, or not knuckles, turnbuckles, and the rod ends on there. We adjusted that, so now I think we're getting pretty close, guys. I think we're doing pretty good, and the independent suspension does work with the turnbuckles, so that's great. So I think next part, not making any promises, but I think the next part, what we'll try to do is maybe we'll try to maybe install the receiver, install the ESC, and install the motor if we have time, and we'll install all that, and then the next part will be syncing them all up to the remote, seeing if everything works, and of course we'll have to put some tires on. That's going to be a big key. We're going to have to put some tires on, and I don't have tires yet, so we're going to have to work on that. But, and also I think maybe putting on a front bumper. But with all that being said, we're doing pretty good. So also, before I end the video, I do want to, although I know I've done it in the other two parts, shout out to Thor's Chosen One, who gave me the name for this video. Huge thanks to him. He also shouted me out in one of his videos, so thank you for that. He'll definitely be commenting on this video, so if you guys want to check him out, just look in the comments and he'll be there, I'm sure. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. We've got almost 35 subscribers, 1,000 to almost 300 views, I think, so that's pretty good, guys. And keep sharing my videos, or if you haven't shared my videos before, please share my videos, and I'll hope to see you next time. I will hope to see you guys next time on the RC Genius.